What if the company famous for leaking its own products did it again, only this time, before even announcing the phones? That's exactly what just happened with Google. The tech giant, instead of waiting for its big launch day, accidentally gave us a full sneak peek of its entire Pixel 10 lineup, and the craziest part? The leak didn't come from some insider or a blurry spy shot, it came from Google's own store. Yep, Google leaked its own phones again. This time, a banner was spotted inside the Google Play Store app by Android Authority, showing off what looked like an ad for the Pixel 10 series. The image claimed the phones were now available with a $50 discount running until October 13th. Of course, the phones haven't been officially launched yet, so this was clearly meant for after the big reveal, not before, but here we are, seeing them anyway. The image gives us our first official look at all the phones in the Pixel 10 family: Pixel 10, Pixel 10 Pro, Pixel 10 Pro XL, and even the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. Until now, we've only seen unofficial renders and leaks, but this is straight from Google itself, and that makes it a big deal. The Pro models shown in the image all appear in a pretty dull color. Based on earlier leaks, this is probably the Moonstone color, which was supposed to have a slight blue tint, but honestly, it looks kind of gray and underwhelming. For those hoping for brighter colors, there's still the Indigo Blue Pixel 10, which might make things a bit more exciting. But if bold colors are your thing, this lineup might not blow you away. What's interesting is that Google has already teased the Pixel 10 Pro once before. A short video and image were posted on the official Google store showing what seems to be that same Moonstone model, confirming that the company is leaning into revealing things earlier and earlier every year. It seems like Google has just accepted that leaks are going to happen anyway, so why not beat the leakers to it? This approach isn't new. Over the last few years, Google has developed a habit of showing off their upcoming devices before official launch events, especially when the leaks start getting too loud to ignore. So with so much already out in the open, it wouldn't be shocking if we saw even more from Google before the Made by Google event on August 20th, but there's still a bit of mystery left. Well, we've seen plenty of leaks about the phones. There hasn't been much revealed about other products expected to launch alongside the Pixel 10 series. Rumors suggest we might also see a Pixel Watch 4, which has been spotted in a few renders, as well as new Pixel Buds 2a and a wireless charger. But official details about those are still missing. With the Pixel 10 lineup looking like it's fully out in the wild now thanks to Google's own mistake, or maybe a quiet strategy, it's safe to say that all eyes will be on the August 20th event. What if Apple's entry into the foldable market ends up being the biggest favor it could do for Samsung? Yes, it sounds strange at first, but this new rumor about the iPhone Fold might actually be great news for Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold 8. Here's why: Samsung has been leading the global foldable scene for years now, but without serious competition from Apple, the company has had little incentive to drastically improve year over year. Sure, we've seen hardware refinements and software upgrades, but no real industry-shaking moves lately. Apple entering the foldable game, possibly in late 2026, could finally push Samsung to go all in with innovation. We're talking bigger batteries, improved durability, better multitasking features, things Samsung might have taken slower if Apple wasn't stepping in. The rumored iPhone Fold is expected to have a battery size between 5,000 and 5,500 mAh, which is honestly impressive coming from Apple. That's close to what Samsung offers, and in Apple's tightly optimized ecosystem, that kind of battery could outperform others. And let's not pretend like Samsung won't notice that. This might trigger a battery race, and that's great for consumers. If Apple shows up with something that even comes close to Samsung's foldable experience, Samsung will have no choice but to level up, and the timing could be perfect. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 was just revealed on July 9th, 2025, and while it's fresh, many fans already know Samsung is likely holding back its biggest upgrades for the Fold 8. Why? Because when Apple drops the Fold, the world will be watching, and Samsung has to match or beat that in real time. That competitive pressure could push Samsung to fix long-standing pain points, maybe finally give us a crease-free display or a proper built-in S Pen slot without sacrificing battery or size. And we haven't even touched on the price factor. Apple entering the foldable market might normalize premium price tags, but it could also give Samsung a reason to make its pricing more competitive or at least justify it better by offering standout features. Foldables haven't gone mainstream yet, and Apple's presence could help make them more widely accepted, giving Samsung a bigger audience and more reasons to expand its foldable lineup. Sure, the iPhone Fold is still more than a year away, and there's no official confirmation, but the leak pipeline is hot because the phone manufacturing process makes it nearly impossible to keep secrets for long. Multiple suppliers, certification bodies, and production partners all but guarantee early details get out. So even if the Fold 8 and iPhone Fold feel far off, what if your phone screen could take the stress of being folded 500,000 times and still work like it's brand new? That's exactly what Samsung is promising with its upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 7. And no, this isn't just another wild claim. Samsung is backing it up with real testing, verified by a third party. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 uses a foldable OLED panel made by Samsung Display, and according to them, this screen can endure more than 500,000 folds. That's 2.5 times better than the durability of the Galaxy Z Fold 6, which was already rated to survive at least 200,000 folds. Think about it, 500,000 folds means the phone can last over 10 years if you're an average user folding it about 100 times a day. Even if you're someone who opens and closes the phone 200 times a day, it should easily give you 6 years of use. Now, that's impressive. This major durability upgrade didn't happen by accident. Samsung redesigned the internal structure of the old screen, and they took inspiration from bulletproof glass. Yes, bulletproof glass. The new panel now comes with a 50% thicker ultra-thin glass layer, which is basically the see-through protective layer that sits on top of the old screen. Along with that, they've added a very flexible adhesive that allows the screen to bend smoothly without putting too much pressure on any one point. They also included a titanium support plate at the back. Titanium is lighter and stronger than steel, which helps in reducing the overall weight while also improving how well the screen can absorb and spread out impact. So if you accidentally press too hard or drop the phone while it's half folded, the screen can now handle it way better than before. And it's not just Samsung saying this. The durability test was conducted by Bureau Veritas, a trusted inspection and certification firm based in France. Their engineers folded the phone continuously for 13 days at a steady temperature of 25 degrees Celsius, which is 77 degrees Fahrenheit. The test confirms that the Galaxy Z Fold 7 screen can take 500,000 folds and still keep working like normal. That gives Samsung an edge over many Chinese smartphone brands that have been promoting similar numbers, but mostly based on their own in-house testing. So when Samsung says 500,000 folds, it's not just marketing, it's verified. In fact, most foldable phones from Chinese brands quote durability numbers that are not independently tested. That's why Samsung's results feel more dependable. They didn't just make the claim, they asked an outside company to confirm it.